Hello there, good afternoon. My name's Hector, and this is the week 11 coding assignment. We're going to make a tic-tac-toe. Some of the requirements that we had here was to write a code with write a game basically with a grid using HTML elements. Um, on the game, we want to make sure that when a grid is clicked, there's going to be an X or an O that appears, and we're able to determine whose turn it is. The heading should say whether it's player one's turn or player two's turn, and there should be a button available to clear and restart the game. And then there's also going to be an option for when a player has won and when there's a draw. So here we're gonna go over our HTML really quick. Here in the head, we have I actually installed it locally, the Bootstrap and the jQuery, but it wasn't working when I went to GitHub. So then I just installed the CDN. There's a few changes that I had to make to make that happen, but I got it to work. Right here we have the container that's gonna hold the tic-tac-toe header that's right here, the player and player one and player two. That's going to be this area right here of the HTML. Here's where you're going to have the pop-up alerts. So if you start the game, you have a pop-up where it says player one start. You'll also have, depending on whose turn it is, the turns for each player. And you'll also have, for instance, like that. You'll also have one for a tie and for when someone wins the game. So that initiates the game. Right here we have the grid. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cells. So each container, basically each square is gonna have either an X or an O depending on whose turn it is when it clicks it. And then here are the two buttons where we have one to start and then one to reset the game. Here in the JavaScript, so here we have all of the boxes. This is what we're going to use to control each click for each player. Here we have each player, player one represented by X, player two represented by O. We're going to have 5 turns because there's only 9 squares. So we can have a winner at 5, but it can't have more than 9 turns. So we need to know when it's going to be a game over. Um, so here this is used to basically hide the little highlighted square, the CSS that we have in the back, because what we want to do is we want to show when each player has a turn. So that's what this area right here is for, using jQuery. Here we have all of the winning outcomes. So basically when there's 3 across, 3 diagonal, 3 down, um, or yeah, three over, 3 down, and 3 diagonal. Here are the all the winning outcomes. So this is going to trigger specific functions that are going to let us know when there's a game winner. This is going to be the game over. So when the game ends, we want to make sure that there's going to be an alert that pops up. This is the function to check where the winner is. So this loop is going to go through, and we have to make sure that all 3 of the boxes are correct, and that's going to give us the winning player. This is going to be right here in case there is yeah, for the winner. So it's going to give us alert for the winner. This is going to go for a draw. So if if there is no winner at the end, basically if we don't see this function where it runs, so all 3 of the boxes are the same, it's going to trigger this and it's going to end the game. This is going to start the game. There's going to be an alert that starts when you hit start. And then, um, let's see. So this is start the game. This is check the winners. This one's going to basically add the color to each player. So I put it so there's a red X for player one and then a blue circle or a blue O for player two. And then this last function right here is gonna basically highlight and change depending on whose player or whose turn it is. So in action, it'll look like this. If we hit start, you see this is highlighted. It says player one. We have an alert that says player one. If player one goes, then we see player two's turn is right here on this side. It's highlighted. Player two goes, wherever it clicks, it's going to have that circle. Player one's turn again. If we go like this, we see game over, player one wins. Um, if we start again, let me see if I could get a tie. Let me see. Whoop, here we go. Game over. It's a draw. So this will let you know basically, how it works. And I believe that's it. So that is my assignment. Thank you so much for watching.